Analogy on a process in OS. The difference between a process and a program is subtle but crucial. An analogy will help here. Consider a culinary-minded computer scientist who is baking a cake for his daughter. He has a birthday cake recipe and a kitchen well stocked with all the input: flour, eggs, vanilla extract and so on. In this analogy, the recipe is the computer program, the scientist is the processor, and the cake ingredients are the input data. The process is the activity consisting of our scientist reading the recipe, fetching the ingredients and baking the cake. Now imagine the scientist's son comes running crying, saying that he had fell down and hurt his hand. The scientist records where he was in the recipe, gets out a first aid book and begins following the directions to administer first aid to his son. Here we see the process switch from one process, baking, to high priority process, administering first aid, each having a different program, recipe versus first aid book. When first aid is completed, the scientist goes back to his cake, continuing at the point where he left off. The key idea here is that a process is an activity of some kind and it has a program, input, output and a state. A single processor may be shared among several processes with some scheduling algorithm used to determine when to stop work on one process and service another one. This basis is seen especially in a single CPU computer machine. Hope this gives you an understanding about a program from a process.